all things are made whole. Hi everyone, it's Antonio Thornton, January 29th, day number 29 of 365, Science of Mind. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey. Today's lesson is all things are made whole. And I'm going to read a different quote for today. Instead of the one that is in the book, there's one that I found that I really like, and I think personifies a lot of what this lesson talks about. And that quote is, "Be love, so much love that when others are with you, they are loved too." And unfortunately, I don't know who that quote is from. I did a little research. I saw an image of it, and I think it was contributed to a site, oursoulintent.com. But when I went to the site, I didn't see anything there. Maybe the site's since gone or been repurposed or whatnot. But so I don't know who that quote is. So we'll just say anonymous for all practical purposes. But I really love that quote for today's lesson. And the text reads, "When we let the love that is within us go out to the God who is in all people and the divine presence that is in all things, we are loving God with all our heart and with all our soul and mind, because we are recognizing that the Spirit within us is the same Spirit that we meet in others. This is loving our neighbors as ourselves." And the affirmation is, "The love that is within me goes out to the God who is within all people. I recognize the divine presence everywhere. I know that it responds to me, and I know that there is a law of good, a law of love, forever giving of itself to me." And further down, it says, "This same love, this same presence, this same law of good I recognize in others. It is a divine presence, a holy presence, and a perfect presence. It is a law that heals and makes whole, that prospers and makes happy. This is the law of my life." And I love this lesson for a couple of reasons. So what I'm about to say may seem to contradict what you may know or what you may feel you know about things. And that's fine, because sometimes contradicting thoughts are great for us to really get a different perspective on things, to see things in a very different way. But I'm going to start with this last sentence in the first paragraph that says, "This is loving our neighbors as ourselves." This is loving our neighbors as ourselves. And I emphasize on this sentence because I think even as youngsters, we grow up with the idea of the golden rule. Treat others as you want to be treated. And I have to say, over the years, I've come to actually disagree with that sentiment. And the reason why I disagree with that sentiment is because I am me and you are you. Though we are one in that we are connected, we have differences in what treatment means to us. And I say that because your background, your experience, your knowing, even your intrinsic feeling of what is, gives you the perspective of what you feel you want, or how rather you feel you want to be treated, not the way I want to be treated. We feel that there are, common things of moral rules and societal norms, and that couldn't be further from the truth, because every culture has different belief systems and different ways people interact with each other. You might find that one culture tends to interact with each other very harshly, in what we would consider harsh. And then there's others who would be considered more loving. But it's all perspective from your mindset, not theirs. So I don't necessarily believe in treating others as you want them to treat you. I'm a man, and I'm a black man, and I am a spiritual man. And these are qualities and characteristics about my person that creates my perspective of how I want to be treated. A woman doesn't want to be treated the same way I want to be treated. I had this conversation very recently with someone regarding treatment. You know, I wouldn't want a woman treating me like a woman wants to be treated. I wouldn't want that. And I'm sure most women would not want to be treated the way a black man wants to be treated. So, but with that, take that and put it in perspective of this sentence. This is loving our neighbors as ourselves. Not loving our neighbors like we want to be loved, but loving our neighbors as ourselves, in the knowing that we are all one, in the knowing that we are all connected, we are all individuations of the one mind, the one intelligence. When we let the love that is within us go out to the God who is in all people and the divine presence that is in all things, then we are loving God with all our heart and all our soul and mind. And this is loving our neighbors as ourselves. And this is an extension of the conversation that you cannot do anything to anyone else that you don't also do to yourself. That is what I really want you to get from this. This is loving our neighbors as ourselves. As ourselves. And that's what I got from that. That's what really jumped out and resonated with me, is loving our neighbor. This is loving our neighbors as ourselves. As ourselves. And if you can visualize that for a moment, they are you. They are you. They are an extension of the infinite one mind, and they are you. So I'm going to make one other point. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this lesson. The divine perfect law is circulating through me now. Its rhythm is in my heartbeat. I didn't read this earlier. Its perfection is manifest in every organ, action, function of my physical body. Now, this is again what I talked about everything being God, everything being love, every aspect of you. And when you send that out into the world, that same thing comes back to you. That same exact thing comes back to you. This is the law of my life. This is the good that I meet everywhere. I know that the only power there is the only presence there. And the only presence there is love, the Spirit Almighty. No condemnation, no judgment, no fear in me. I feel that I belong to the world in which I live. I love people, and I am loved of them. So, we talk about love, in not in just the feeling sense of what love is, the warmth and butterflies that we get in our stomachs, but the active sense of loving. And I'll read this quote again: be love. so much love that when others are with you, they are loved too. That's huge. That when others are with you, they are loved too. So, what's your practical application to take this into your life? Is just that quote. Be loved, so much so that when others are with you, they are loved. That's it for today's lesson. Another powerful lesson, I feel, as they all are. As always, the description has the link for the book, 365 Signs of Mind. Like and share. Like and share. Show me some love. There we go. Show me some love. That's I think it's a perfect way to end up this session. Show me some love by liking this video and sharing it with 5 people. 5 people. That would be fantastic if you can share this on your social media pages and or with others that you care about. Be that love and share this video with others, and I will definitely feel that love from you. With that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for today, January 29th, and I look forward to seeing you guys on day number 30 tomorrow, in lesson number 30 of 365 Signs of Mind. Take care.